of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, Dobbs. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, Dobbs. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Left side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Forced out to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Joshua Dobbs, his 11th touchdown of the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 3.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Going deep for Diggs. He's got him in. Complete. The 40. The 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 96 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. He'll look to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Dobbs is throwing.
Nice little nifty.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this ball. Across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Ohio!
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw Dobbs. He sets to fire deep, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And Jeffrey's got it. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
He'll drop to throw, and he fends him off. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Ohio.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Going deep for Diggs. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Dobbs now on second down. To Michelle on the dump off. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Dobbs. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Dobbs. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Sony Michel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! B-19!
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watson on 1st down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing here, Dobbs. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, Dobbs escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Flex round! Flex round!
On second down, Dobbs. He's going to go up top for the and this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
This is Howard on second down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit!
Watson on third down. And he connects with Ertz. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And this one through the uprights and good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Dobbs. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Back to throw Dobbs. Being chased out left. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw is Dobbs. That's to his running back, complete. Past the 20. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Eluding the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watching that, Barney.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Watching that, Barney.
He'll get it up the middle, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets around him. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll check this one down to Michelle. Got some room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Dobbs now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Eagles have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Dobbs is throwing. Steps away to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. David Irving in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dobbs. And he's able to find Diggs. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
thick of the pie, thick of the bag. Meet him a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way it been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' laugh? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blue thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm